It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Packers and the Niners on Monday night.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And we get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. San Francisco, the 49ers coming back out here on offense. CD, last year disappointing for San Francisco, 6-10, but you chalk a lot of that up to the injuries. In week 2 against the New York Jets, it was almost like they lost half their roster. Some of those guys never came back. So what do you expect from them now with a healthier roster heading into this season?
I expect them to contend again. And remember, they were in the Super Bowl just a couple of seasons ago. I expect them to get back to that type of a level if everyone is healthy and available to play. Jimmy Garoppolo will start at quarterback. The rookie Trey Lance, they spent a lot of capital to get him at the number 3 pick. He will get sprinkled in early, and he may take over before the season is done. Nick Bosa comes back at defensive end, the former Rookie of the Year, to key the pass rush. And I don't know that there's a better linebacker in the game than middle linebacker Fred Warner. This is a team that bears watching.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man is Hill. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Green Bay's offense, here they come again. And Charles, Aaron Rodgers in 2021 will be going for a 4th MVP after getting his 3rd last season. And he is back again. It seems to be a story that is developing these last couple years as Aaron Rodgers and how stable he is there in Green Bay. But I know that Packer fans, they're happy to have him back.
They should be thrilled to have him back. And what's interesting about it, Brandon, is it doesn't matter whether it appears stable or unstable. Aaron Rodgers produces. You remember last year there was all that discussion and talk, and he won the MVP. Maybe you want to keep him angry. I don't know, but it works pretty well for Green Bay. The big thing for them is, can they continue to take the ball away and even increase that on the defensive side? They changed coordinators, and I think that their corner, Jair Alexander, is an absolute star in the making.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
A first down catch for Allen Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, Sermon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Garoppolo on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, CD, something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. Three-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and, you know, Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out West, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have. But despite a retooled offensive line, I do think that they get back there again. What happened to them in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that serves as great motivation. They want to get back and atone themselves.
from midfield. Here's Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Able to put it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Niners, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returning it, Hill. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on now. This is it.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 31, Rodgers, slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And another nice catch there for a 1st down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards, added all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Crosby puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this is Sermon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to lose yardage here. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11. Garoppolo. He's got Ayuk once again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by Gold is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again, and we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. A give to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The kick by Crosby is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 16-13, less than 90 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Like 20. Let's get up.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kingsley Keke in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Garoppolo to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. Shakes off the sack. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.